Lions TV, full-time 1-0 against Southend. I'm here with the main man, TT. Talk to me, Tone. What do you make of that?
It's 3 points again. Before I say anything else, I want to put Jake Cooper at the back today. Was an absolute legend. That obviously, I know we say when we get loan players, we've got to sign him up, but he was absolutely fantastic today. He controlled the game at the back, and they never looked dangerous at all. I know they went down to 10 men, but he was fantastic. I'm walking away 3 points, but he's in my mind.
Well, we had an absolute shocker of a transfer winner in the summer. Now it's had to pull something out of the bag, and he's absolutely pulled a gem out of him, hasn't he? And obviously Wallace.
With Wallace played really well in the first half.
Why do you think he came off?
I think he came off because he decided he wanted to go. I know it sounds silly, but he wanted to shore up the team a little bit. And I know probably the fans would be saying take Aiden off before you take Wallace off, but I think Aiden can hold the ball up better than Wallace. Wallace is he's a sprint merchant, and he done that fantastically well in the first half, and he gave us a threat. He really looked dangerous on the ball, and we should have scored with Morrison in that first half with that chance that, to be fair, he blazed it across. It wasn't as easy as it looked. Although it was a tap in, it came up like shin height. But it took him off. I was unsure of the decision at the time, but you can't argue with it.
Yeah,
we've taken the 3 points.
I was surprised to see Fred up front, and I'm not his biggest fan. He got a lot of shit during the game, but he's popped up off his bonce back of the net. We can't do no more.
Well, your biggest thing with him is his final product, but the header that he done was...
He didn't use his feet.
Well, he didn't use his feet, but it was a bit of quality. That's not an easy thing to do, to head it back across goal, and he done that well. I think he actually had a little bit more of an end product today than he normally has, and he looks more dangerous as a striker, because you only need 1 or 2 touches, and I think he's more of an instinctive kind of player. I think when he has time to think about it, that's not his strongest point. And I'm sure Ferdinand at the back there is not going to want to be playing against someone like Fred, because he's got so much pace that he has to drop back. So with Fred and... Listen, 3 players up front, 3 players missing today. Yeah. When you looked at the lineup, and we had no Gregory, we had no Williams, and we had no Thompson, I was fearful. Even before all them 3 were out, I thought Southend were going to give us a bit of a trouble. But to be fair, they were a mug of a side. They didn't trouble us at all, and I was very disappointed with their attitude. They seemed like a team with the chip on their shoulder, and I can only see them going down the league. To be honest, I think they're a bunch of mugs. To be fair, but
well said, Tone. Right, Romeo in for 1 game, back out. Cummings back in. Weren't happy with that, but I thought he played well, Cummings. What's going on with Romeo? What, are they trying to protect him? I can't fucking work out what's going on. Do you know?
I don't know whether it's to protect him. I think, again, Cummings has come in and played well. So the back four, with the back four completely, looks a solid unit.
I think Craig's been playing really well at left back.
He has been playing really well at left back, and I was worried when he got a booking in the first half really early on. I was worried that he was going to get sent off and the referee was going to try and even up the score, but he didn't actually try and even up the score. And Craig was solid. That back four looks a decent unit, and you're going to win games in this league, because I know we rely heavily upon our front 3 to score goals, and Morrison and Gregory, but if you keep clean sheets in this division, you're gonna do well, and we look like we look.
3 in a row.
It's 3 clean sheets in a row, and it's 3 good performances at the back in a row. They didn't trouble us at all. I can't remember. Archer didn't make a save.
No.
At all. And I know they went down to 10 men, but even before then,
I think we played better against the 11.
Yeah, we did actually play better against the 11, because they were pushing forwards, and that suits our game. Any team that pushes forward against us, like the Walsall game the other day, where they sat back and we struggle for ideas, because it's built on a counter-attacking type of play, and if we can't do that, we are going to struggle. And so Southend pushed forward, and we always look dangerous on the break. We've got a lot of pace, and we've got guile with Morrison, and then normally the finishing with Gregory. But today, Fred on his bonce done what he needed to do, so I was happy with that. I'm driving back to Essex, surrounded by normally West Ham, to be fair, but a few Southend fans. It'd be a choice.
Deep Essex to be Southend.
Yeah, I know it is deep Essex, to be fair. It's quite shocking to be. I don't know why I've gone out there, but the kids.
So you told me it's your old woman's idea.
Yeah, the kids are at me. Yeah, you've got to keep the kids at me. But my heart's here in South London, so I'll take that all day long.
But I'll let you get on to those. It's freezing cold. We won't discuss the game show. Have a good week. See you later, mate. Bye.